Hey there, my name's Tracy from Randomness of Rudy, and in this video we're going to talk about Leo and Taurus in a relationship. This is actually a part of my YouTube series on the Leo experience where I take a look at Leo in a relationship with each sign of the zodiac. And so if you haven't seen the first video where I go a bit more in depth on what it's like to actually date a Leo, please go back and check that out. Leo with Taurus is a very tough match, but I will start with the positives, okay? The positives of this match are, number one, both signs are very faithful, both signs are very loyal, and both signs, when they decide to commit to something, they will commit. The other positive of this match is the fact that both signs will really appreciate each other's lovemaking style, and both signs will surprisingly find a compatible mate sexually speaking. The third positive about this match is that both signs will really genuinely care for each other. Both signs, Leo and Taurus, both signs are just very genuine people, very generous with their time, with their money, and really they do their best to live a good life, to live a happy life, to live a comfortable, steady, and secure life. And so you both will appreciate this in one another, okay? However, your elements are what will cause friction between you. Leo is a fire sign, Taurus is an earth sign, and if we look at the elements alone, they don't really go well together. Taurus really enjoys a steady and stable life, more so than any sign in the zodiac. Taurus doesn't like a whole lot of change, and Taurus just wants to keep life simple. And Leo doesn't have any issue with this. It's just that Leo sometimes gets frustrated by how complacent Taurus can be, and how routine and practical Taurus can be, all right? And in the meantime, Leo is this gregarious kind of energy. Leo's all over the place. Leo's very active. Leo's very social. Leo, really, is very much concerned with moving through life in a way that is action-oriented, in a way that's impassioned, in a way that involves a lot of movement and a lot of interactions. And while Taurus can appreciate this, Taurus isn't always going to appreciate it. Taurus is going to want, this sense of, comfort and a reassuring energy from Leo that he or she is dedicated to the relationship first and foremost. And these aren't, bad complaints of each other, but they are the complaints that these two signs will have with each other. So you want to be mindful of this. When it comes to your disagreements, this is another issue in that while you both may hear what the other is saying, and you both may do your best to overcome disagreements, you both are very stubborn. You both are fixed signs, and so when it comes to any kind of disagreement, any kind of argument, you may find a stalemate is all you can do when it comes to your arguments. And this is definitely going to dampen the energy that, was at first quite exciting when you two met and started dating. So one of you is going to have to learn to be more flexible, and it's going to be Leo, because Leo is not as, earthy and stuck in a certain way of life as Taurus is. And Leo may in time come to resent this. So Taurus, you want to be mindful of this. Sometimes you're going to have to give. Sometimes you're going to have to acknowledge that maybe your way isn't the best way. And sometimes you're going to have to accept who Leo is, and it's the same thing with Leo in terms of your viewpoints and your opinions and your beliefs, okay? So try and work on that. You both are very stubborn, you both are very opinionated, you both have your own style of doing things, and that's fine, but it can really, force the relationship to come to a standstill with no movement if you both are stuck doing things your own way, all right? You'll end up going your own way if you don't work through this. And finally, sexual compatibility, as I said before, you both will be pleasantly surprised by each other, and this could be what saves the relationship when you have those arguments. Taurus is an energy that is very sensual, and Leo will appreciate the attention that Taurus gives. And in the meantime, Taurus will appreciate the affection that Leo gives. And so sexual compatibility between you is definitely, a very positive aspect of this relationship. So with all this being said, know that there are definitely some real difficulties between you. And it just requires adjustments, It's not something that can ruin the relationship, But if you're not open to each other and accepting of each other and respectful of each other, and if you can't show some flexibility, this relationship really isn't going to go anywhere, okay? So be mindful of this. But it is an exciting match, and you both will genuinely appreciate one another for what is brought to the relationship. And so keep that in mind, especially when you're thinking long term and wanting to create something that is healthy and stable. If you want more information, feel free to visit my website at randomnessofrudy.com. And until next time, good luck.